Hello, everybody. Here we are, episode number 13 of Chat Over Coffee, a talk show for fans of English. And welcome, everybody, to the show. Let's see, we have our guest today, Aaron Miko. I am pronouncing your name correctly, right?
Yeah, Nico.
Okay, good. And let's see here. Valeria is a regular panelist on this show. So if you've watched the show before, you don't really need much of an introduction to her. And we also have Jill Vecchia here, who is on the show for the first time as a panelist. So let's see. Aaron, how would you like to start and introduce yourself?
Okay, well, thank you to invite me to this show. It's nice to be sharing a little bit with you guys and with the
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
What I am, yeah, my name is Aaron Nico, with
Mm-hmm.
accent in the O, and it's no typical last name of Costa Rica. It's a small
Right,
family,
right.
and well, I'm happy to be here, and I'm from Miramar of Punta Arenas, and um, when John called me to come to this show, I was very excited because, yeah, definitely for me and for my career, there is hotel management. Is very important English, and it really changed my life and really changed a lot of things to give me the opportunity to learn and to learn about new cultures and new people, and that is very nice because, as Jelvekia say, I am very adventurous, and so speak another language, and the most important language in the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's very important to warm up and to do some adventures, and also um, to find different jobs and different things in life. So yeah, it's part of.
Okay. Good. Jill Vecchia, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Sure, John. Well, thank you. Thank you, everyone. My name is Delbequia Morales. It is a different and unique name.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
yes, it is. I'm 38 years old, and I'm currently work for a pharmaceutical. I have studied public affairs, and
Mhm.
I'm super excited to be here today.
Oh, okay. That's great. Okay. Let me see. We have two people with unique names here, Jill Vecchia and Aaron's last name, Miko. Yeah. Okay. And Valeria, you're a familiar face for a lot of people, but can you please briefly introduce yourself?
Yes, it's me again.
Hmm.
And I'm so glad to be here. Thanks for your invitation and hello to everybody and welcome around to be here and thanks for sharing your experience.
Yeah. Good. Okay. And so let's see. Well, okay. Oh, yes. I almost forgot, but there's something, a little something I have to do here. I've been promising all week that I would do this. Every week, I have a poll that I send out to my students, and it asks them about a certain expression or word in English, and they have to vote in the poll to guess what the meaning of the expression is. And this week, the expression was a whistleblower. And let me see, Jelbeckia and Valeria, did you vote in this poll?
Yes, I did. I put the first one, a worker who is always looking to report to coworkers for even very slight fractions. That was my
In
response, but
infractions.
not
Yeah.
sure. Infractions,
Yeah.
yes.
And Valeria,
And I get uh-huh,
sorry, what?
sorry. No, and I guess that was my election too.
That was your vote too. Okay, yeah. So let me read the whole thing here for people who might not have seen this poll. It says, test your knowledge of English. And then we have a sentence, which is like an example. It says, few people are fearless enough to be whistleblowers. Without using a search engine or AI, please answer this question. What is a whistleblower? And first option, a worker who is always looking to report coworkers for even very slight infractions. So like somebody who wants to go to the boss just because you were 1 minute late for work. Okay. Not a very nice person, right?
No.
The second option, a person who is very judgmental of other people, always judging people. Let me see. Third option, nobody voted for that second option, by the way. Lots of people voted for the first one. Third option, a person who reports corruption or unethical activity in an organization. 4 people voted for that. And the last one, an ombudsman. And I put a note here because very few people know that word, ombudsman. But an ombudsman is a person. I'm not supposed to use Spanish here. I've been explaining it to people by saying what it is in Spanish. But I'm going to try here to explain what it is without using any Spanish. Let me see. An ombudsman is a person who is neutral, who you can go to for help. And it could be for help when you are working for the government, or it could be a person that you go to for help when you're working for a company. And the idea of an ombudsman is that they don't represent the company or the government or any organization. They are completely neutral. So, I think we are going to have to use the Spanish. Does anybody know what ombudsman?
What again? Can you say?
Ombudsman. Does anybody remember what it is in Spanish? I think I told some of you. Maybe not. Okay. In Spanish, it is Defensor del Pueblo.
Defensor del Pueblo. Okay.
Right. And in case there's anybody who's watching this that doesn't speak Spanish, Defensor del Pueblo would be translated into English as defendant of the village or town.
Okay, yeah, well, that now makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, but the word in English, the word in English is, can I write on the chat here? Let's see if the chat for the audience is something that I can write on. I've never tried to write on the chat before. Let's see if I can do it. Ombudsman. I don't know if you guys can see this. Can you guys see the chat?
Oh, the chat. Let me see.
Yeah,
Yes,
the chat for the show.
you can see it.
Yeah, so you can see it right there. Ombudsman, ombudsman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, it's a new word, teacher.
Oh yeah.
Ombudsman. Yeah.
I knew it would be a new word. It's like not a very common word in English. Yeah. Okay, good. So the question is, what is the right answer? And unfortunately, the majority of people chose the wrong answer. It is not someone who reports very slight infractions of other coworkers. No, a whistleblower is someone who works in an organization of some type, and they discover something that's happening in the organization that is not correct. And it seems that a lot of people are involved, but it's definitely something that's not good. And so what do? They blow the whistle. And and remember, in the sentence, it said you have to be really fearless, without fear, to be a whistleblower, right? Because if you report what's happening, this thing that's not right, if you report it, you are taking a big risk because it's quite possible that your organization or your company will take action against you, right? Because it's probably something that they're trying to cover up. They don't want people to see this. They don't want people to know this, right? Okay. Yeah.
I didn't
so-
know the expression, to be honest.
You never heard it before? Okay.
No.
Yeah.
no.
Well, yeah, it's kind of an advanced level expression, but yeah, a whistleblower. Of course, you know what a whistle is, right?
Yeah. I thought was that, but and now,
Right.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. Well, literally, a whistleblower is a person who blows a whistle, like the referee in a soccer game. Okay. But
Okay.
when we use the word whistleblower, it refers to somebody who is reporting corruption or something that is unethical that is happening in some type of organization. Okay.
Okay. Well,
Good.
really good to know. I learned.
Okay. You learned it. Okay. Good. Okay. So let's see. We're finished with that. And let's go on to the interview part of the show. And so let's see, Aaron. So I've been introducing you by saying that you've worked in Canada, the United States, Mexico, and Brazil. Maybe you've worked in Costa Rica too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't mention that. But yeah, let's see. Well, I would imagine that your first jobs were here in Costa Rica, right?
Well, I start with some jobs in like some practice in Costa Rica when I was in the
Oh, okay.
university, but
Uh-huh.
because when I finished the university, I moved to Canada to learn English, and and there was like my first a formal job.
Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because before was just like practice in hotels or something like that, but no formal. Just was more something about the university, but the real
Mhm.
job was in Canada.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so you were studying English probably here in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah,
In the university?
yeah. Well, in the high school and in the university, yes.
Okay, but my impression from talking to you before was that you really didn't become very fluent in those courses, right?
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
was that part of the reason why you chose to go to Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I was in in the high school, and also I was in a public high school here in Miramar. We have just
Okay.
one high school here, and also when I moved to the university, and I have classes and everything, but was very difficult to me to get maybe because I was young and everything, so I didn't push the interest that I used to have,
Right.
yeah,
Okay.
and I never get that level the we need. So I
Mhm.
choose the decision to move to one country who will speak English, to
Okay.
to have like an intensive um, English for me, because I am very distracted with everything. So I have to to be there like 24 hours with English to
Right,
work
right,
for me. Everybody's different, but what's my case, right?
right. Why did you choose Canada?
Okay, I choose Canada because when I finished my university, we used to have a final practice, and they
Mhm.
give the chance, the university give the chance to us to go to different countries to work in
Oh,
hotels
oh, okay.
in different countries. My idea first was to go to Spain, but some people told me like, well, you need to improve your English. I don't recommend you to go to Spain to do your practice. go to Canada to improve your English. So the plan was that was a really good advice because it really changed my life. And so I decided to move to go to Canada first to the school for 2 months, 2 or 3 months, I don't remember, like intensive, and after start to do my practice. And was very good idea because in 3 months, I was young and speaking English all day and everything, and I have some bases. And after 3 months, start to work, and I my English improved a lot. And
Right. And
the most important thing in English, I think, in my case, but for what I hear about the people, is you have to lose to be scared. You have to lose
you have to
the
you have
scared.
to lose your fear.
Yeah, to lose my fear. Yeah, to lose the fear
Right,
for the
right.
people, because a lot of people is they are embarrassing, or they feel scared, or they don't want to talk about in front of other people. So when you there, when you there in another country and everybody speaks English, you have to. So you lose your fear, and that is one of the most important things I think to when you learn another language.
Right, right, yeah. And you went to Vancouver, right?
Yeah, was Vancouver.
Uh-huh.
Vancouver is a very very nice city.
Right.
Used to
Yep.
be one of the best cities with the best quality of life to
Yes. Yes. Uh-huh.
in the world, and also have like maybe I don't know 15, 20 different schools to learn English. So people
Yes.
around the world go to Vancouver to
Yes.
learn English. And it's like,
Yeah.
it's 20 different schools doing activities. So everybody go to different activities, and they, to speak English, people from Asia, from
Yeah.
Europe, from Latin America. So it's a
Yeah.
lot going on there.
Yeah, it's a major industry in Vancouver.
Yeah.
And they get a lot of people from the Orient, Japan, Korea,
Yeah.
China,
Yeah.
and Southeast Asia too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there are a lot of good schools there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you worked in a hotel. Can you tell us the name of the hotel?
Okay. In the beginning, I start, my first job was in a Brazilian restaurant.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. I start. That was my first job, and was very nice, very good. Practice English, but I start to learn Portuguese too, because everybody
Ah.
speaks Portuguese. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and after I moved to one a Holiday Inn in North Vancouver,
Okay.
and that was the best because everybody was like Canadian there. So my English, I start to practice and practice more my English, and my English improved because, to be honest, in the Brazilian restaurant was some Canadians, but most was Brazilians, and they speak Portuguese, and I start to learn Portuguese too. But
Oh, really?
when I really improved my English, my practice my English in my job a lot was in the Holiday Inn. The restaurant was a pantry's restaurant, and I was working in there.
I see. I see. Okay. Well, Valeria or Gelbeckia, do you have any questions for Aaron?
Yes, I do. Well, I do have a question. Aaron, can you please share a moment when you realized your English had a significantly improved? Something that you remember that you say, oh, wow, like a wow moment that you remember and you say, I can't speak fluency in my English. Can you share a moment?
Oh,
Fluently. Fluently.
Fluently.
fluently.
Yep.
Okay, when you at least in my case, when I start with English, when you start talking and that, and you get like you are like kind of nervous, you're a little nervous, and feel like feel comfortable, and you in my case was like this, like feeling something in your heart, like I don't know if I will understand everything that, but that change that happened when I start to have interactions and not get nervous anymore. And maybe no folks in the beginning I was like looking like this, very paying with all my paying attention, like watching the face of the people like so hard. And when I start to work and maybe not look in the face of the another people, just focus in my job, and just listening when they talk, is when in some point I was like, okay, now I think I am in another level, because I can do another stuff, another things, and listening at the
and
same time and talking
and understand.
and understand exactly that I don't need
Yeah.
to be, like focus and looking in the lips or the face or the eyes and other
Right,
people.
right, right. Yeah.
Now I maybe no 100%, but very well. So is like now I improve a little bit. My level is better right now, and I
Right.
still I think I need to still learning, because it's a big language and we need to learn every
Yes.
day. But yeah, when you pass that point, is when you feel that you are in a little better level. That was my
Right. Yeah.
experience.
There's a lot more vocabulary in English than you have in either Spanish or Portuguese. We just have a lot more words,
Yeah.
and we always have to have like not just one word, but we have to have like three or four words for everything. Yeah, um, yeah, there's a lot of vocabulary to learn. But yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, like when you're first learning a language and someone's speaking to you, you really feel you have to look at their face,
Mhm.
right? And you have to see the expression. You need all the help that you can get. So when you look at the face, you're reading the emotions, right? And you're getting some body language there too. But yeah, you're right. If you can do some other task and at the same time understand someone who's speaking to you that you're not looking at, then yeah, you know that you're automatically understanding the language that you're trying to learn. Yeah, yeah, that's good. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Valeria, do you have anything that you want to ask?
And did you have troubles with the different pronunciation, the people
If I have troubles with what?
with the different pronunciations?
Oh yeah, well, that I think this is just I want to move here because I have some
Yeah,
people.
sure.
Um, yeah, I definitely have a lot of problems in with pronunciation, because it's different
Oh,
for us. And for
oh,
example,
okay, but I think she's asking about accents, right?
oh,
Accent.
accent. Yeah, well,
Or-
yeah,
yeah.
also
Okay.
definitely yes. In for example, when I start in that Brazilian restaurant,
Mhm.
the Brazilians have a very strong accent, very
Ah,
strong.
right.
So it is sometimes it's difficult to understand. Now that I know Portuguese, and I have a lot of relation with them, it's easier for me to understand what they say. But definitely yes. Also, I had in my class when I was in Vancouver, I had like people from China, Japan, Saudi
Hmm.
Arabia, Brazil,
Hmm.
Mexico, Costa Rica, and yeah, maybe one more that I don't remember right now. But the Asians, when they are learning and everything, also, but probably us too, right? Like as Latin, but yeah, was very different accent. And I in the beginning we had a British teacher, was a
Oh,
very good teacher, but also the accent is different. But what's good for me because when I talk with now with people from England, it's easier for me because I learned with with this teacher. But definitely, yeah, also the Asian, Chinese people, Japan people, they have a strong accent
mhm.
when they are learning. So in the beginning, yes, I had a lot of problems with Australians also.
Yeah,
So
it's a
definitely,
strong accent.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's a strong accent, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I see. Yeah, there's a lot of people in Vancouver from other parts of the world, right?
Yeah, yeah, a lot. When I arrived to Vancouver, I told that I get a wrong flight. I say no, I am not in Canada. I am I thought I was in Asia and somewhere in Asia because it was a lot of
Ah,
Asian people, and I was like, oh my god, maybe I am in another country and not in Canada. I expect different people here, and it was all
right.
Asians in the airport, and I was probably I have to ask.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one thing that happened with Vancouver is in 1997, I believe it was. If you remember your history, that was when Hong Kong uh, changed from being a British colony to being part of China.
Oh.
And there were a lot of people in Hong Kong that decided to leave Hong Kong. They didn't want to be part of China. And a large number of them moved to Vancouver.
Yeah.
And suddenly there was a huge Chinese population in Vancouver. Some people at that time, some people started calling it Hongcouver.
Vancouver.
Yeah, because of the huge number of Chinese people that came there. But there's also a large Korean and Japanese populations there as well, and also like from other places like the Philippines and countries in Southeast Asia as well. So, yeah, there's a lot of Oriental people there, basically. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And so then you worked there for you were there for what, 2 years?
A year and a half. I didn't
A year.
know that. I didn't know that. Thank you to yeah, now it makes sense about what you say about the Asian and the Chinese and
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, really, I thought I was in China when I arrived to the airport in
Oh
Toronto
yeah, yeah.
first.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
and in Vancouver. Yeah,
Yep. Uh-huh.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I was in Vancouver for a year and a half.
a year and a half. Okay. And
Mhm.
then after Vancouver, you left Canada, and where did you go next?
I went for 2 weeks to Mexico, after Costa Rica, and after I went to Brazil for the World Cup in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for three, and I stayed for 3 months there, improving my Portuguese, and after I now in 2023 I moved to California in
Oh,
the
I
United
see.
States.
Okay. Were you working in Brazil, or were you just there to see the World Cup?
No, in the beginning, I went to just traveling and to see the World Cup, and after I was like, oh, I don't want to come back. I want to stay. So I find a job and I worked for a little bit, but I had to go out because to don't be illegal in the country.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh, so which is better, your English or your Portuguese?
Well, in the beginning, in like long time ago, what I think was Portuguese. Um,
Oh, really?
my Portuguese is very good and was very good, but the problem is I am not practicing anymore.
Oh, yeah,
Uh,
yeah, yeah.
I used to practice in Vancouver because there was a lot of Brazilians living there, and all my friends was Brazilians, like most of them.
Hmm.
And in Brazil, I improved my Portuguese and was very good. And after that, but after 3 4 years after 2014, I stopped, to talk and talk and barely talk now. uh, and I start to speak more English and English and English in my jobs and in California. So I improve my English, and I stopped to speak Portuguese. So I think now is maybe same or maybe a little better my English, because I'm not practicing and I'm forgetting my
Hmm.
Portuguese.
Hmm. Hmm. I see. I see. Okay. Yeah. And so then next, you went to the United States. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Mhm. In
Hmm.
2023, yeah.
And can you tell us about that?
Well, I moved to United States because I have a baby. I have a kid, an American kid,
Hmm.
with a girl from United States, and so also that is another reason for
Whoa, whoa,
why.
whoa, whoa, wait! But where did you meet her? Because uh, you said you went to the United States because you had a kid already. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
but you had to be with her before you moved to the United States in order
yeah,
to make the baby, right?
yeah, I know. Yeah, sorry, I missed that part. So when I after Brazil, I stayed in Costa Rica, and I moved to Mexico. Many times I used to
Okay.
live in Mexico, but in different, like, 1 year, and after come back to Costa Rica, and after another 6 months, and come back to Costa
Mhm.
Rica, and like this. So when it was COVID in
Okay.
2020, when everything was closed, super closed. You remember
Right.
that everybody had to be in the house, inside the house,
Right. Right.
and
Right. Yeah.
all the restrictions. I moved to Tulum. Tulum is in
Oh
Quintana
yes.
Roo, where
Yeah.
is
Yeah. Yeah.
Cancun and all this area,
Right. Right.
right?
The Yucatan
And
Peninsula. Yeah.
yeah, the peninsula, and there was open, 100% open, like not 100%, but very open, not like Costa Rica, no restrictions. So I moved to Tulum because I wanted to be free, right?
Hmm.
No, inside the house. And in Tulum
Right.
was like everybody in the beach, like normal life, parties, and people traveling, and people around the world, like Europeans, Americans, Canadians, all them go to Quintana Roo, to
Yeah.
Mexico, because it was
Uh-huh.
open, right? So everybody was like running away from restrictions. I
Oh.
was I was one of these people, one of these guys. So when
Uh-huh.
I was living in Tulum, and in 2021, when everything opens a little bit more, uh, yeah, I met I met one group of girls from California who was in a bachelorette, and yeah, something happened there, and
In a bachelorette.
yeah, bachelorette or Lorette,
Bachelorette.
Lorette when
I think it's bachelorette. Yeah. So like they were celebrating that one of them was getting married.
yeah, bachelorette.
Oh, bachelorette. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, bachelorette. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you for the correction. Yeah,
I see.
yeah, no, no, good, good. Every time, please. And I want to continue improving and improving my English.
Right, right. Yeah.
Um, so actually, yeah, I have a couple. I call my uncles, and they are from California. And always when I am
Mhm.
talking with them, they correct me and
Oh
help
yeah, yeah.
me to
Hmm.
improve and improve. And I always tell
Yep.
them, please
Yeah.
correct me and help me because I want to improve. Right?
Yeah. You need it,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can't
yeah,
be afraid of it. You have
yeah,
to
yeah.
look at
No,
it
no,
as
yeah.
something that's good. It helps you improve. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. So
Uh-huh.
yeah, well, I met her in that moment.
Okay.
It was very casual, and
Uh,
yeah, she had a baby. She had my baby. So
okay.
Yeah. So yeah. So I did in some point I decided to move. That was in 2021, and I yeah decided to move to California
Hmm.
to be close to my son.
Okay.
So for this reason, also that helped me a lot to improve my English because I had to start to
Hmm.
talk with this woman for like almost every day to see everything about about my son and so that helped me also a lot to improve my vocabulary and everything because what is interaction every day all day, so it's like you have to put your English chip
Chip.
in
Yeah.
you
Uh-huh.
yeah in your head again,
Right. Right. Yeah.
because but was every day talking and talking and talking, so that also helps a lot.
Okay. Yeah. Jobeckia, Valeria, do you have any questions?
Oh yeah.
I
Yeah.
do. I do have a lot of questions. I don't. Very
Okay.
interesting life, right?
Okay.
I think
Uh-huh.
you are definitely an inspiration to
He's an
about
adventurer.
an adventure. Yes, so nice, so nice. Your story and everything, but and I have a lot of questions, but let's see. Maybe if you can share a practice, because I can understand that you have been work a lot in English, right? And even friends and everything, because as I can see, you have a really nice, like, you are extrovert, right? That's my feeling, because you are like talking with everybody, right? And doing friends. So do you have like practices that help you the most in building this confidence and fluency? Because at the end, I know that you can listen music, right? But you take that risk to go and experience that, to live and to be more immersed in the language. So any practice, if you can share any practice that really help you, right? That would be, that would be good to know.
Well, one thing that they helped me a lot um, is hang out by myself. I know it's difficult and special for
By yourself.
by myself. Yeah, I know it's difficult sometimes when you're traveling and alone, but like, in special girls because now the world changed a little bit and it's dangerous. But in my
Right. Right.
case,
Right.
it helps a lot. Like just hang out by myself, and that forced me to talk with the new people.
Oh, okay. So I was a little bit confused about that because hang out means to spend time with other people, but that you said by yourself, which means that sort of suggests that you're not with other people, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
okay, so you just went out and you
Well,
met new people.
yeah, exactly. Just went out
Okay,
like
okay.
to go to a bar or to the beach or to some spots by myself,
Hmm.
and if you are out and you are by yourself, in some point you have to talk, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you have to talk. So that's make you like meet new people. And what I do, for example, with English, when I start to talk with a American or with a Canadian or with another person who speak English, when I start to talk, I start to talk about topics that I feel comfortable, and I can do, I can speak. I know the vocabulary and I know how to develop or speak. I don't know what I do, where I am from, everything that I know
Yeah.
very well, and I
Yeah,
will
talk
answer.
about those things. Yeah.
Yeah, so that start the talk like good, like you start
Right, right.
fluence and you understand what you are talking. So that
Mhm.
um, broke the barrier, like because you start with a fluency talk, and
Mhm.
now these people probably they will start to talk another things, maybe to new words to me and everything. So but we start with a topic or a conversation like fluency, because I know we talk about I start to talk about Costa Rica, about my career, or about
Right, right,
things in my vocabulary let me express well.
right, right,
And after, in some point, probably we will start to talk about another
right,
another things, and is how I learn. But in the beginning, I start with things that I know how to express very well.
right, right. That reminds me of Valeria. Uh, you went on a Caribbean cruise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and but for you, you suddenly had to speak a lot of English, but it wasn't about things that you were familiar with because you had to translate for a bunch of Costa Ricans who didn't speak English, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was really difficult, right? You had to because those are not like topics that you're familiar with. You had to talk about things that you didn't know about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or at least
Yes, and
you
the
had to
thing that I,
understand you had to
yeah,
understand that, and then you had to translate it into Spanish, right?
yeah. I I'm not a person who really likes to talk in a group or something like that. I prefer to be quiet.
Uh-huh.
But in that case, I couldn't because they told me, Valeria, help me, Valeria, go. But it was so difficult because there were some times that I understood, but there were others that I'm not sure or I feel shy, and I
Mhm.
and I feel that I don't like to do it.
Right,
But
right.
was a great experience. In that point, I talked to John and I told him that I felt like a survive mode in my
Survival mode. Yes. Uh-huh.
survival mode I had in my brain because I remember the first two first day and second day was terrible. But
Oh
the
yeah.
rest of the day, I thought, it doesn't matter. I just do it, and they
Yeah.
gonna understand. And if they don't understand, it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Lose the fear.
Lose the fear,
yes,
yeah.
but
Right,
to
right.
be in that point was so hard, at least for me, because I have been struggling with this for many years because I feel so shy when I try to speak English.
Mhm.
And in that point, I didn't have another option. I just had to do it. So,
Yep.
well, after that, I felt proud that I could do it, but yes, it was hard.
Mhm. Mhm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That was a good experience for you. Terrifying maybe at first, but it was good. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. Yeah. And let me see. And so let's jump ahead here because yeah, we want to finish here at 11 o'clock. But yeah, so you moved to the United States to be with this woman, right?
Well, to be honest, to be with my son, with my with
To
my
be with your son. Oh,
with
okay.
yeah, with my baby, because we
Right.
never had a relation as a couple.
Relationship. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah. So I moved more for I had the intentions to my son, to be close to my son, and my son have the opportunity to be with grown up with his father.
Right.
So
Right. Okay.
yeah, that was my intention. Was no know about the relation with her, and actually. Yeah, that was a big problem. But yes, I moved to United States to be with my son.
Oh, okay.
And I sorry, teacher, can I ask a question to Aaron?
Sure. Sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead. Go ahead.
good. Aaron, I have a doubt. In which language do you speak with your kid, with your son? Yes.
Okay, in the beginning, because I was taking care of him, I was speaking just in Spanish because
Okay.
she was American and she doesn't speak any Spanish. So
Oh,
my
really?
goal was to teach him
Mm.
Spanish, right? Because we used to live in California and all around, and all the family and everybody speaks just English. So
Right.
I
Right. Right.
had to teach him Spanish. So when I was um, taking care of him all the time. I was speaking
In Spanish.
in Spanish. Right now he's 3 years and a half, and
Oh,
I for different problems with mom, I had to move, and so he is very sad, but he loses the Spanish. He now I just
yeah.
speak in English with him.
Right, right. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And while you were in the U.S., were you also working there?
When I was in the beginning, I was just taking care of him, and after I started to work in Los Angeles. I was in working in Los Angeles, and yeah, I was working there. Had different jobs.
Different jobs. Okay,
Yeah,
I see. Uh-huh.
yeah,
Okay. And then I guess you got into some problems, right?
yeah. So I was before that. I want to say that I was very important for me because my career is hotel management, but
Right.
I started working in a restaurant
Okay.
just as a cashier in the beginning, and after 2 months they offered me to be a manager for my career, right? uh,
Manager of the restaurant.
of the restaurant, yeah.
Okay.
So but was very challenging because yeah, I had to, they said like everything good with you and everything, but we need as you be a manager, you need to improve your English. You need to, you need to
Mm,
to have a better English because you have to talk more with customers and talk with the another managers and everything. So was very good also to me, and was very challenging, and was for me like also was very good because I had to improve my English, and that was very good. And also sometimes when you have some pressure, like Valeria had a little bit in this trip,
mm,
helps you to improve, like put you in a position where you are not super comfortable. Is when
mhm,
something come inside you to help you to improve and improve. So
mm,
sometimes we need, when we are learning English, we need to
mm,
be exposed to these situations
mhm,
where we are not comfortable to activate something in our brain to say, okay, I need to improve, I need to focus, I need to learn, I need to
yeah.
push myself, right?
Right. Right. Yeah. You have to put yourself in difficult and sometimes stressful situations.
Yeah. So sometimes we need to go out of our comfort area,
Comfort
to
zone. Yeah. Uh-huh.
comfort zone to improve, and that happened with me in the case with this woman pregnant, and she doesn't speak any Spanish, and
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, having also a new position, being the boss. You can, how
Right.
you
Right.
can be the boss to these people who speak just English, and you don't speak good English. You need to improve and
Right. Right.
improve and improve. And I
Right.
was asking them all the time, this is correct, this is, to improve, help me to improve, help me to correct me, to
And
the
and did
to
and
the-
did they help you? Did they
yeah,
help you with your
very
English?
nice, very nice, very
Oh,
nice,
that's good. That's good.
very nice. All the guys with who I used to work, guys and girls, they used to be very nice, and help me,
Oh,
and,
okay. Okay.
and correct me, and yeah, it was nice.
I see. I see.
So yeah, because I start um, to have some problems with the mother of my son because I didn't want to. She wants to have a relation, and I didn't want. So we had some problems, and
Mhm.
she is she didn't let me see my son. There was what I moved there, and I
Right.
moved.
Right. Right.
Also, is a very important to say that I moved to in a legal way to United States.
Right. Right.
So I didn't have like papers like to
Mhm.
work. So I was like in that situation, but I was working anyways because there is like that, like you can work like that.
Right, right.
And after have some situations and I couldn't see my son, we went to a legal battle. That is correct, like a legal process
The
for
legal
me.
process. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
legal process to get my rights to see my son, to share in a proper way to him. Uh,
Okay.
um, yeah, I had some problems because I won in my family case my
Mhm.
rights to see my son and to share in a proper time with my son because my
Mhm.
intention was all good. Like I just want to be present in the life of my son. But this girl took a very sad decision, and she calls immigrations and she report me because I want to be with my son and I want to be with him, and she was um, I don't know what to say, sad or mad or whatever because I didn't want to be with her and just want to
Oh.
be with my son, and so she report me with immigration. I don't know if you see the news now. After Trump
Oh
is
yeah, yeah.
everything is changing and it's very strong right now. So I get arrested
You
and
got arrested.
I get
Hmm.
arrested and I get in detention for like 8 months. And after
Wow.
they send me to Costa Rica. Yeah. So
Where did you go into detention, and what was that experience like?
well, was very difficult because
Hmm.
like when you see yourself in detention after you just have good intentions and you are trying to be a father and trying to be present, and
Hmm.
you
Hmm.
move. I used to have a very nice life here. I used to work in a very nice hotel in the beach in Costa Rica, surfing all day, and I had a perfect life, and I
Hmm.
decided to change my life just to be present, to be with my son. And after you see yourself in a jail, in detention, just for that because you had good intentions, was very difficult. Was a very hard. Was a very big fight because I was trying to continue in United States,
Hmm.
to continue in the country to be close to my son. So I
Hmm.
stayed there for 8 months. I could be just 2 weeks, but I decided to fight my case, and I stayed there for 8 months. Yeah. So just imagine that you are like like innocent. You don't have any criminal records, or you didn't make anything bad, and you
Right,
have
right,
to stay in jail for 8 months. So
right.
it's
We've heard we've heard a lot of horror stories about what the
yeah,
conditions are like there. That you can't communicate with the outside world. The food is bad. There's a
very
lot of
bad.
people. Was that your experience there?
Yeah, yeah, was no horrible because like one of my friends said, like, your life you've been preparing for everything because you're moving, traveling, adventures, and so you are
Right,
ready you was ready for this in some
right.
point because like be private of your freedom is something like, yeah,
Deprived of your freedom.
what
So
you
you were in a cell with other people.
yeah, yeah.
How many?
So in the whole block was like 80 people, but it was like 20 cells, and you shared yourself with 3 people. It was 4 in total.
Wow.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
was there, yeah, for 8 months, and was not super bad because it's not like a real jail because you are
Hmm.
just with people who are you are like with normal people, not criminals, just people who don't
Yeah.
have legal status in United States.
Right. Yeah. That's the thing is the Trump administration is trying to convince people that they're capturing criminals, peoples in gangs and stuff like this. But
No, I don't.
did you meet any people like that? Criminals,
No,
gang members, people who had committed violent crimes or something?
no, no. Like where I was in some another blocks was another
Mhm.
people like or some another like criminals.
Oh,
But
there
in
were
my
some.
I was like eight, like met like was like 80 people, but changing all the time. Like sometimes every day, every night go like five people go out, deported, and come new people. So was a lot of people, like moving,
Mm,
um, but no criminals, like just illegal in the country. So yeah,
mhm.
it's a lie. It's a big lie of Trump. They are just taking the criminals because they are maybe taking 10% of the people who they are deporting are criminal. The rest are like people who work, honest people, family people,
Right.
like
And they're just undocumented.
or just undocumented. Yeah. Mhm.
Right, right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, so I
Wow.
had to be there. Was a big experience for 8 months. Was my decision also because I had the opportunity to get out
Hmm.
sooner, but I decided to stay because I was fighting my case, trying to
Oh,
stay
really?
there in the country for my son.
Oh, I see. I see.
I did my
Okay.
best for
Right,
him.
right. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, I guess you got to know some people, your cellmates, the people that you were in the cell with, right?
yeah,
But did you actually like some of them? I understand don't even speak English, or were you able to communicate with the people that you were
yeah.
staying with?
Yeah, before I know it's almost finished, but this is very
Right.
important for me. Changed everything changed because I was one of the only guys like we were like 80, and from
Yeah.
this 80 maybe just two speak Spanish and English because
Uh,
half of the people was like Latin American people from Mexico, Honduras, no Costa Rica, just me from Costa Rica, but they
right.
just speak Spanish, and the rest was like Chinese, Russians, Armenians, Romanians, and they don't speak Spanish. So I was like the bridge, the
You were a
translate.
translator,
Yeah, I was a translator
just like
to
Valeria, just like Valeria. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, just like Valeria. So I get a very good status in the blog because I was the
Oh, I
guy
see. I
who
see.
helping everybody and translating also the officers they from the detention center to the Latin people. So I
Right.
was
Right.
like
Right.
I get a big status helping people. And
Uh
sometimes
huh.
people make a line to talk with me to read the
Seriously.
papers. Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
So just to
And
see how important
does this include the guards? Because
the
I
guys,
imagine a lot of them,
yeah, the
yeah,
guys come to
because they
me,
don't
hey,
always speak
Costa
Spanish.
Rica, come to translate to this guy, and I was translating doctors
Uh-huh.
and everything.
Yeah. I want to ask you quickly, did you see any signs of abuse while you were there?
Yeah. So some in a special like when you're there, you don't I know you don't have opinion anymore. You know, you are there. Your freedom is over. That your life depends on what they decide to you. So they decide whatever they want, and sometimes they
You
are.
don't have any control.
Yeah, I didn't see physically abuse,
Okay.
but just they do whatever they want with you, or some people sick and they don't really care, something like that.
Probably
Yeah.
they treat you like cattle,
Yeah,
right?
you feel like
Cows.
you are like cow. They move like you are. My family have farms. My mom have farms, and we have cows. And
Oh
you
yeah.
feel like cow. Go there. Go to this. Go do this. Eat in this time. It's like if they treat people like that. This is like a big.
Right, right, right.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, Valeria, I think you have to go, right?
Yes, I have to gotta go, but thank you so
Yeah.
much, Aaron, for sharing your experiences. and it was a very interesting all that you tell us, and I hope best wishes for you in your new experiences and adventure that you are planning.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
very much. Thank you very much.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye, Valeria. Yep. I think we can continue a few minutes. Not too
Okay.
long, but
And
it's getting.
teacher, I have
Yep.
a question. What happened with your son, Aaron? So what is the end of the story?
Oh, okay, okay.
Well, he's
Yeah,
still in the United States, right?
yeah. Yeah, it's very sad. He's in United States. I've been having a lot of problems with communicate with him because his mother is still doing very bad things, and
Uh-huh.
but I call him because I have my family lawyers. They made my family lawyer make is good, and he make he when I was in detention, he get a order for I have to she have to answer my calls 3 days a week. So I talk with him every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday with him every
Mhm.
week. So yesterday I talked with him, and I make calls 3 times a week with him.
Yeah, I have a question about
Yeah,
her because she called the immigration police. Did she really know what was going to happen to you?
for sure. Yeah,
Oh, really?
for definitely yes, and she was her plan.
I
Very
see.
very able, but yeah, for sure she knows everything, and she planning, and she did, and yeah, sometimes when people is resentment and have a lot of issues in life, they took decisions like that, and yeah, it's very sad, but was what happened.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
See,
what
well,
was
that's
very sad because definitely she knows because was we went to court on
mhm,
Friday, and on Friday the judge gave me the rights
mhm,
to share with my son, and Monday, that was Friday, right? Monday was the first day that I had to go to pick up my son from the school,
mhm,
and um, so what that was one of the things that I was fighting to go to pick up my son from the school, go to the park, go to have dinner, and drop him in the house. So I thought. So when I Monday, I tried to talk with her to organize that, and she
mhm,
put like a kind of like a trump because she said, "Okay, where are you?" And she started to ask me things to find where I was to send the guys of
mhm,
immigration. So instead of go to pick up my son from the school, I was with my handcuffs
mhm,
in the in the in the in a car to
right, right.
jail. Instead
Oh,
of me
right, right, right.
driving to pick up my son, I was in a jail.
The
So it
police
was
car.
very sad and very bad because I was so
Mhm,
excited about to go to pick up my son,
mhm,
and was completely in a opposite situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so eventually you got deported, but again, that was not really something that you decided to do. It was something that was done to you. You were just sent to Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, in some point, my in some point they give me the chance in the beginning to go to Costa Rica, but I decided
Mhm.
to fight my case with a lawyer and everything to
Oh,
stay to stay in the United States for my son. So for this reason, I stayed for 8 months because we went to court. Now this is another court, immigration court, and I went to 3 or 4 different courts, but also I had a problem with my with my lawyer. She got sick in the process. My immigration. So we had some problems, and in the beginning, I get a voluntary departure to get out of the country without punishment or So they sent me to Costa Rica after 8 months in arrestment. Right, was a lot of things going on in that point, but yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Well, you got your freedom back, but now you're separated from your son, right?
Yeah. It was very difficult because when I was there, I was in some point in the beginning was okay, but in some point I was like, okay, I want to get free because it's too bad to be in here, but in the same time, I don't want to be free because I want to continue here fighting for my son. So was like one thing, like you are in a position like you are like in the middle of in 2 difficult situations, because if I go to Costa Rica, I will be free, but I will be far from my son. But if I continue here, I don't want to, I don't want to continue here in jail, in detention, but I want to continue because I want to continue fighting for my son. So inside there was a very difficult situation.
Right. Yeah. I have a question I'd like to ask you here. What was the worst experience that you had while you were in that detention center in the United States?
Permi, can you repeat the question?
What was the worst experience that you had? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, the worst experience? Yeah.
Yeah, what was the worst experience that you had when you were in the detention center?
Okay, give me 1 second because my computer, I need to connect my computer because it's I need to charge my computer.
Sure, yeah. Gelbeckia, what do you think of this?
Wow, life story is super interesting, teacher. And to see how everything changed, right? From one day to another one. So, yeah, very interesting. And yeah, but the thing is, at the end, everything is working. I think so. Well, it will work. It will work, teacher. Yeah,
Yeah.
hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. At least he's not in the jail.
Yeah.
So
Anyway.
that's good. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what was your worst experience there?
That is a good point of view, like what you said. Everything changed because I wake up that day was one of my I was so happy. I was the happiest guy in the world because I was fighting for months, almost over a year, to trying to go to pick up my son from the school. And I spent a lot of money, thousands of dollars in lawyers to get that benefits. So I wake up like so happy, like I don't know, like when you are just imagine, I don't know, when you will go to do your first trip or out of the country or something like that. So happy to have the experience to go to pick up my son from the school. It's a dream when you have a son. Go to pick up him from the school, and he come and walk run to your hands, and So I was that in the beginning of the day, and I think that was the worst thing because I was with that big illusion, and I was so happy, and hours later was for my first time in my life handcuffs and arrested. Yeah. So what? Just imagine like the I don't know how to say it. Just imagine the change, or just imagine the after you be in the top of happiness, be arrested, for first time, and see yourself in a cell with another people like almost everybody almost crying because because they arrested and they know for the situation of the country was a lot of problems. So yeah, I think that was one of right the beginning was the most difficult part of the experience because it's like it's a big impact. It's a big change in your life.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
That was a very difficult part, and also very difficult part was when I tried to communicate to know about my son, and I didn't have any answers. And this the mother of my son didn't care, and of course because it was her plan, and she didn't let me talk with him for 4 months. And I couldn't talk with him in his birthday. I had to be there in Christmas, in New Year, yeah. So that was very difficult when I had also when I went to the judge, and the judge said, "So you want to fight, or you want to go to your house? What do you want to do? You want to go to Costa Rica? Or you wanna
come back to Costa Rica?"
Fighting, and you have to take the decision right there in front of the judge, in front in the court. So this is hard, and I have to take the decision. Yeah, I will lose. I will keep here Christmas. I will be here in New Jersey. I will be here all these days just to continue trying to stay with my son. So that was hard.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation. You want to be a father to your son, and you're prevented from seeing him. You got sent away from the country. You're so far away from him, and
Yeah.
that's a really sad story. But just to wrap things up here, do you think you're going to have a chance to see your son sometime soon?
Well, I feel I trust in divine justice. I don't know if that is correct.
Yeah, I understand you. Yep.
I trust in divine justice, and I know God will give me the chance to see him again. Now I am talking with him by video call 3 days a week.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. After move a lot of things with my lawyers and spend more money.
Oh, okay.
The judge give the chance to well, no, the judge forced the mother of my son to have to make these video calls with him. So
Okay.
I am talking with him 3 days a week, and now the plan is try to go to court again with my lawyer to ask the judge, the family judge, if she can send my son at least 1 or 2 times a week to Costa Rica to my son. His name is Davis. So to send him to Costa Rica at least 1 or 2 times a year to visit me and visit my family.
1 or 2 times
A year.
a year. Yeah. Yeah. I see. Okay. Well, that's good, because you cannot go back to the United States yourself, can you?
Not yet. I have to do a process. I had the chance to come back with a process because the judge, the immigration judge, that is another judge, right? I never been in a court, and now I am expert in family courts and immigration courts.
Right.
So the immigration court give me the voluntary departure from United States. That means they because I didn't have any criminal record, and I exposed him my situation, why I was illegal in United States, because I have a son and I just had good intentions to be a father, to be responsible to my son, who is American, have the opportunity to grow up with his father. So for this reason, he say, okay, I don't want to give you a punishment, and I will give you the voluntary departure to get out of the country, and you can come back in some point in a easier way. Yeah, I have to do a process and everything, but I have the chance to come back.
Okay.
I didn't have expulsion.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I see.
yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, Jill Becky, is there anything more you want to ask?
No, just trust the process, Aaron. Everything will be okay.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, I can see that you are a strong person,
Hmm.
really, and you keep fighting for your son, but think also about yourself because at the end you are also important. So yes, no, all the best for you. Really, really
Yeah,
interesting story. Yes.
yeah.
And
Thank
right
you.
now you're looking for a job in Costa Rica, right?
Yeah, yeah. I am looking for a job. I come back. They send me to Costa Rica in March 30th of March.
Yeah.
That was a very difficult situation also because they sent me without, with just with the clothes, the uniform of the prison or the detention center. No,
Wow.
no, my phone, no, my wallet, no, my cards, no money, anything. You just they send you like, like send a box. So yeah, it was very difficult.
Well, what happened? What happened to all those things, like your phone, your money?
Some of my friends who traveling to California, sometimes
Uh,
they are sending me my stuff. When they go and they come back with some of my stuff. They bring me my computer, my phone, my clothes, because I come back with no clothes, like just with the
wow.
uniform. Yeah, was like this. So they bring me all my car is still there and everything. So
You have a car in the United States.
yeah, I have a car in the United States. Yeah, so I am deciding what to do because the ICE people, they do something and I don't know, it's not turning on anymore. They did something when they arrest me, and so yeah, that happened. Yeah, it was difficult, but I had like some, like I said, like some freedom and vacations, like Jill Becca said, to have my, to enjoy my freedom again. So I'd having like a long vacations, traveling, being in the beach. A lot of friends supporting me, like inviting me to some nice trips, and now after that, I'm ready to look. I am looking for a job and start to work and getting my
Mhm.
routine and make money and again, like so I am looking for that in case if some jobs. I am looking for something. It can be in a hotels. There is my career, but also I am looking something remote, call centers or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I hope that maybe this video can help you uh, show to employers that you're actually quite fluent in English. And yeah, I hope that you get a job here in Costa Rica. And also, I hope you get a chance to see your son again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Okay.
will. I know I will. I know I will.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Uh-huh. Well, let's see. I think, yeah, we can end the show here on this. And is there anything more you wanted to say, Jabeki?
No, just a big thank you to everyone who joined, right?
Yep.
And to Aaron, especially to be confident to share this story because it's not easy. Even in the
Yes.
Spanish, Aaron,
Yes.
I think it's hard to explain. So
Mhm.
I know.
only the you have to be proud about yourself because you are working really hard. So no, all the best. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
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 Thank you. Thank you for your words.
And thank you very much for coming on the show and sharing these stories with us. Yeah, we
Yeah.
really, really appreciate it. Yep. Okay, good.
Welcome. And thank
Yep.
you.
Okay.
Thank you to invite me. Thank you to invite
Sure.
me, and maybe in one day we can do another one. I would like to.
Sure. Sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a possibility. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. That's it then. Thank you very much, everybody. And that's it for today. Okay.
Thank you. Have a great weekend.